Hello, Happy New Year, and you are more than welcome back to Little Miss Dropstitch. It's 2024, so it was only right that I share with you some goals for my crafting, for me and for Little Miss Dropstitch as well. The night is definitely drawing in, and we have had some terrible wind in the UK. Yeah, really bad. I don't mind going out for walks in the rain, not a problem, get wrapped up. But yeah, wind's not for me, not for my hair either. So yeah, that was interesting with Christmas do's and things like that. My friend Jackie from knitting, she was the one that kind of coined 2020 me as 2023. And this year she said it's 2020 more, okay, for 2024. So hers is 2020 do more. Mine is 2020 use more wool up. I wish it was buy more wool, but no, I definitely need to use more wool up. It's the point where it's kind of clogging my brain a bit. And I remember someone on the Annie and Carlos holiday, and they said a stash is a very personal thing. I think that would be a good topic to talk about at some point. And yeah, my stashes and projects are just kind of clogging my mind. I'm very good at doing one at a time and not having loads of whips. But you have to have lots of wool. When you kind of go to your friends and they've said, oh, I have a massive stash, it's taking over, and then you go, I'm like, girl, I got, I could have bit more than this. So yeah, I want to use it up, and it's also kind of a thing of gratitude as well. I want to feel, more grateful and happy for longer when I do, buy wool and things like that, and to value what I make with it, because we're all guilty of getting wool in and accidentally on purpose forgetting how much it costs, so it never happened as well. The only exception will be when I go out of England, okay? We'll say that just in case I go to Scotland or anything. Yeah, because I've got Dublin and Latvia in the springtime. So yeah, not allowed to buy wool. I think we'd better say fabric as well, hadn't we? Unless it's outside of England, not even the UK, just England. But yeah, if I get 6 months in, I'll be very proud of myself. It's just hard when wool's selling out, it's limited edition. I try and just get the patterns instead, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do a little update as well, but I'll definitely feel more accountable by telling you lot as well. So let's see how it goes. I definitely want to use my Norwegian haul as well and really kind of dive into that, and yeah, it does bring all the lovely memories back again as well. And my motivation for wanting to use most of that up is, I'm going to sneeze. I'll cut the sneeze out. Yeah, when I'm on kind of the phone in my day job at work and there's a sneeze coming, you're just like, please customer, carry on talking, because I'm otherwise going to sneeze at you if I have to speak. So where was I? Yes, using the Norwegian wool up, and then hopefully I'll maybe get a trip in late autumn, winter. But there'd be no point in me going and buying more wool if I've not used up what I've got in. So I have to be good, and yeah, that'll apply to fabric. I know I've got the fabric, and I've even cut out some of the fabric for garments that I've got in. So yeah, as long as I kind of do those first, maybe see what we can do with my scraps. I'm really excited actually to be more creative. I know we talked a little bit about it in the last episode, of how just, using the buttons you've already got in, or, ends, rather than buying a whole new ball of wool, even if it's slightly different or a different colour. That can be really exciting and inspiring, and this has been no secret, it's been motivated by the cost of living crisis in the UK. So yeah, I'll be trying to 2020 use more of what I've got in. Not quite as catchy as Jackie's 2020 do more, but there we go. I definitely want to keep up with, the other crafts like sewing and tapestry and things like that. I want to do more socks. I did try last year, but clearly not hard enough to do a sock in between kind of every project, because I have a lot of sock. Well, it's just hard because it's so pretty. So yeah, definitely use more of the 4-ply wool and use more of the sock wool. And I think that will come with an ethos of slowing down. It's okay for projects to take longer, and because I'm using finer wool or it's a bigger project. Yeah, I want to get into that, and slow stitching as well. For Christmas I got a Sashiko and Borrow book, so that'll tie nicely with both slowing down with my projects and also using the scraps I've got in, because you can create some really beautiful things as well. I also want to get into other crafts as well, mainly to get me off my arse instead of knitting. See, I've got a kit for like a miniature library to make, and then from there, who knows? And so that involves gluing, painting, bits and bobs like that. So yeah, who knows what else I'll get up to. I certainly got up to a lot last year, so it is exciting. Sometimes we think, oh, a year's not very long, but then I think back to last year, it's like, hang on, I made loads of garments, knitted and crocheted garments, I made a quilt, finished the nativity. It's like, actually, I do have time. So yeah, let's just see what I get up to. I definitely want to keep up the momentum. I think I've done quite good last year with posting longer content like this, and then filming and doing the shorts and the TikTokies, things like that. So I must be the only person that makes TikToks that's never watched a TikTok apart from the ones Obi posts. But no, I've not watched any. So maybe I need to do that. And that's another thing that comes with it as well. Kind of keep researching the changing trends and all that kind of probably boring stuff. Well, it's boring compared to crafting, and what hashtags to use and all that. Maybe as well I need to kind of seek professional input, depends how much it costs, or look at investing in adverts and things like that. Obviously I don't want to spend particularly or too much, but equally I want to kind of further myself and grow, which doesn't come for free. So yeah, let's just see how things go. I'd love to get more kind of subscribers, followers, just to share things a bit more, get more people doing the free download patterns as well, whether that be sewing or knitting. So yeah, let's just see how that goes. It's not for lack of trying it, or it won't be, hopefully, if I can keep that momentum going. More crafty travel, okay, that's an exciting one. I either said in this one or the last one, we've got Dubbers, okay, Dublin, and Latvia as well. So that'll be interesting then. Hopefully I can, squeeze somewhere in the late autumn, maybe winter time. Hopefully Norway, depends how much wool I use up. But yeah, I really enjoy doing the crafty vlogs. And I never intended to do them when I went to places, and I've just used the pictures and things that I happen to take. Lots of there, but yeah, it's good and exciting and useful, I think, as well. It's just an excuse to go on holiday and buy wool. Yeah, another one just to mention to tie in was hopefully get a bit of revenue either from the channel or from pattern sales, because I'd like to get the camera's actually my brother's that he kindly lent me, some more equipment, in some cases better equipment as well. I've got some ideas of kind of what I'd want now, and then progress towards in the future. So yeah, let's see if that happens. Hopefully, if it doesn't, then I think we're okay as we are. Another habit to keep up. I like thinking of them as habits and not routines, because routines sounds quite rigid, and if you deviate from it, that's it. Whereas I've developed good habits last year that we talked about, and I want to keep those up. So one of them is the good sleep routine, which I have with reading as well before bed and no screens. And then the other one is to keep up with my Norwegian and learning that language every day, because you don't know when it might come in, or when you might meet a hunky Norwegian woodcutter. You just don't know, do you? So yeah, I want to be more proactive with that, because, well, for the bits I read, I'm okay with that. It's more the speaking that I'd need practice with. So I think I need to be more proactive with that. Either find like pen pal or something like that, or try and find someone who I can pay to kind of have language lessons with. Another one, okay. Peter Kay. Last year I did Andre Rieu and what's the fella? John Wilson Orchestra. And then this year I've got Peter Kay. If you're watching from outside the UK, you might not get this. He's a comedian from the next town to me, but he's probably like Britain's best comedian and has made kind of the most money from it. Genuinely, he's amazing. And then garlic bread. So he did do a tour, but then cancelled it for health issues or whatever. So I queued online, got tickets for that for me and my boyfriend at the time. I then got dumped. I got them this time, and it's like, was it 5 years later? Queued, lots of stress. the tickets, then it turned out I got them for 18 months later, so I've been waiting over a year so far to go, but at least it's A, a Saturday, and B, in Manchester, so at least it's nowhere else in the country, and it's going to be like hometown crowd. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, I got tickets for me and Bella at this one, and I got dumped again. So please, it'll be a miracle if we get to this with the last one being cancelled, if I get to see Peter Kay finally, and then I can be done with being dumped as well every time I buy 2 tickets for Peter Kay. Finally, nice quick video this one. I would like to do my own pattern drafting, not necessarily yet for Little Miss Drop Stitch, but just for myself and to get behind kind of the method and maths of it. And that's part of both increasing my skills, and this is why I need to get rid of my knitting stash. It does also tie in, get rid sounds harsh, but you know, use up and do those projects, because then equally I don't want to wish projects away and I want to enjoy doing them, but then I feel like because I've got all that to do, I don't have the time to, you know, get things out on the table and do something different, and also to learn something new, because punch needling as well, that's something else I'd like to do. So yeah, hopefully I can spend some more time and energy on other things as well, and obviously I always improve on my knitting and crochet. So thank you very much for watching. That is my 2024 goals for me and Little Miss Drop Stitch. So let's look at this in December next year, see how far I got, if there's anything extra I did, if there's anything I'm not done, and yeah, what are your goals for this year with your crafting? Is it to treat yourself more? Is it to use up more of your stash like me, or just to try a new craft, or to actually start with a craft or hobby, and kind of get yourself out of just, you know, watching TV, going on your phone, things like that. So do like and subscribe, I'm very grateful, and take care.